economy. No more breed lasting. Revelation say, eat what we grow what we eat. It is good for our economy.
Welcome once again to another Agrobuzz, our weekly agricultural program right here on Durain's Coffee Break. Now, do you sometimes wonder whether the food you eat daily is safe for consumption? We hear some stories sometimes we kind of wonder. It's reported that globally, some 600 million people are affected annually by food-borne diseases, and some 420,000 of those die of these diseases. So, food safety, food standards and food control issues are extremely important aspects of the global food industry, and they affect all of us. Oh, yes. Now, the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries is therefore stressing the importance of food safety and an adherence to globally recognized standards. A reminder of this importance was issued recently at a regional stakeholders meeting of Codex Alimentarius Commission, if I got that right, the international body that sets food standards and guidelines. Now, the meeting was held in Kingston under the auspices of the Government of Chile in collaboration with the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, and Jamaica's Codex Alimentarius Committee. Dr. Elizabeth Johnson, the local representative for IICA, was at the meeting, and she's our very special guest this morning on Agrobuzz. Good morning to you, Dr. Johnson. Oh dear, where did she go? I have to try and get her back right away.
Everybody, eat what we grow. Come again. Grow what we eat. It is good for our economy. And the brand new town called the sea. Over hills and valley, grandma and the child. Basket for head and our crocus bag. The agriculture minister, we love him bad. Jamaican farmer, we know them a dance. Acres of banana, acres of yam. Raise the sheep goat and they raise them ram. I'm a beyond proud to be a Jamaican. Everybody, help me sing my song.
Got her back. So, we say a very special welcome to Dr. Elizabeth Johnson. How's the morning, Dr. Johnson?
Oh, good morning, Doreen. And how are you today?
I am great. And your morning?
Oh, so far so good. Thank you.
Did I get the pronunciation right? Alimentarius Committee?
That's correct. That's very much correct.
Okay, so what exactly is this committee?
Okay, so the Codex Alimentarius Commission is actually an international standard-setting body for food.
Mm-hmm.
So the Codex is really a collection of recognized standards, codes, and practices, which are really guidelines and other recommendations relating to food production, and food safety. So the objective of these standards is what we really call Codex. It's really to protect the health of consumers and ensure fair practices in international trade in food.
So that would also go for exports as well, right?
Exactly. It means that we maintain standards when we export, and therefore when we import food, we expect them to be at these same standards,
right,
so that they are safe for us to eat.
Exactly. Now, as the IICA rep here in Jamaica, what is your role as an organization and your involvement in the project, which was sponsored by Chile?
Well, okay. So ICA is the technical cooperation agency of the OAS, the Organization of American States System for Agricultural Development and Promotion of Rural Well-Being. And we do this in all of the Americas. So we're from Canada all the way down to Chile.
Okay.
Everybody in between. So one of our areas of focus is to assist member countries like Jamaica to achieve agricultural development in strengthening agricultural health and food safety system.
Okay.
So for many years, we actually would develop these collaborations with other entities, and we help the countries' representatives to participate in the meetings of the Codex Commission.
Okay. Now, I'm sure that you have objectives of Codex. You have things that you have to follow through. Are these met? All these objectives met by Codex?
Well, yes, they are very much so, and it's important as well for countries like ours, our small Caribbean countries, to participate in these international standard setting processes.
Of course.
Because, of course, it's the countries who participate right, in these negotiations, they can influence the decision that affect our ability to trade.
Right.
So it is very important to be at the table when these negotiations are taking place. And as the regional coordinating mechanism, we help and facilitate that process.
Right. Now, what exactly is safe food?
So safe food is actually food that will not cause us harm when we eat it.
Right.
That's the simplest way to put it.
Yes.
So it means that food must be properly labeled, it must be properly handled. Things that must be kept frozen or at a certain temperature must be kept at that temperature all through the chain. And therefore, it means that when you take something or you purchase something off the shelf, you are guaranteed not to become ill from eating this. That's essentially it.
So that goes like for expiration dates on products as well?
Exactly. Proper labeling. Not only proper labeling, but also the content.
Yes.
For example, some people are allergic to
nuts.
different things, nuts, right? Gluten, So to have these labels on properly on the food, as well as to make sure that the food is kept and stored at the required temperatures, etc. So
and also that you don't have any rodents or anything running around.
Exactly.
Yes. How does the work of the Codex Committee here in Jamaica affect the consumers?
Well,
and how important is the work?
Well, it's very important, okay, because the Codex standards, this is of the national body, these are really used as reference points for developing our own standards to keep our food safe. So these standards ought to be used really as a benchmark, which we assess our food that's being imported as well as exported from Jamaica.
Right.
So we want to ensure that, the Jamaicans eat a lot of imported food, but that it is safe food. It's coming from safe sources.
That's right. And you're making it sure that by the time it gets here, we are safe and we are doing the right things. And for export, people can't say them, never know, because you're there to educate them as well. There are certain standards that they have to adhere to, right?
We are trying our best.
I want to thank you very much, Dr. Elizabeth Johnson, local representative for the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation Agriculture, IICA, and Jamaica's Codex Alimentarius Committee. Have a wonderful day. What's the rest of the morning and a wonderful afternoon and great evening, Dr. Johnson.
Thank you. You too, Doreen. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
It's been a pleasure. That's a Codex Alimentarius, the global organization, and the National Codex Committee of Jamaica, along with partners like the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation and Agriculture, IICA, helping to keep the food we eat safe. Very important organization. Now, food safety is everybody's business. So let us all be vigilant in keeping our food safe, even as we grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Now, keep listening to Agrobuzz for more information on the work of the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries, and please visit their websites at moa.gov.jm and miic.gov.dm. You can also follow them on Twitter and, of course, on Facebook. So see you next week for another Agrobuzz.
Try to help ourselves while your Jamaican produce. When you sitting at the market, buy from the lady with the basket, lad. You know, for she have to walk it so.